I'm ready to go. What's up, fam? So I'm at the Jizob. This place is nice. I love this little patio that they have out here. So you can just kind of sit and then look at these flowers. Y'all know I was instantly like, yes, honey, give me the flowers. But anyhow, I'm out here taking a little break. It's so cold inside of this place. But I have not picked up here in I know I haven't picked up here all year. And we're in July. Shout out to the Cancers. Cancer gang gang. Our birthday is mañana. Shout out to us. Okay. So anyhow, so far it's not too bad. I got a few treatments I want to do before people get up out the bed for lunch and all that. So I'm gonna go in and see what all treatments I have to do, get all my treatments done, then probably take a little break and start getting my AccuChecks and all that ready for lunch. But they just had dinner, so I helped feed some folks and that's about it. But it wasn't too bad. I really can't complain, honestly. Only thing is, I picked up this shift and they wasn't really paying that much, but I was like, I want to pick up a shift for my birthday. So I just went ahead and got it last night. I had to be here at 6 in the morning. Like, what day shift job make you come at 6 in the morning? I was like, y'all, this is too much. I'm waking up at 4 or something to get here. I was like, oh, hell to the no. But I get off at 2:30, so I'm here for it. I'll take that. What else? That happened. I did grab any coffee. I made some tea. I cannot find my tea. I'm gonna have to run to my car and see if my tea is in my car. Like my little thermos. They had some coffee here. This coffee tastes like rust. Like rusty milk. I put some non-dairy creamer in it. Tastes like some rusty milk. But the girl's like, let me make you another pot. It's, no, it looked like some light-skinned coffee, like some tea. We shall see what we're working with. But anyhow, that's about it. What else happened so far? Oh, so then I'm looking on my phone and I freaking see one of the places that I usually go to. And I was like, I know they're going to need somebody on Friday, but they never posted it. Of course, like at 7:30, they're like, oh, we need a late shift nurse that's paying like $4 more than what I'm getting paid here. So I'm like, really? Really though? And it was a late shift, so that would have been plush. Would have went in late, would have got paid more. But it's cool. Yeah, it all works out. It's a reason for me to come out here. Like I said, I hadn't been here for a while. And that other place, I go there pretty often. And sometimes, even though I go to a place pretty often, it's pretty chill, I be wanting to go to places that's a little different. Just to switch up the energy, just to help me get out of feeling like I'm going to somebody's job and I actually work there. Let me go somewhere different. Let me go somewhere new. So that's that. Well, not new, because sometimes these new places, I really don't be wanting to go. Yeah, that's that, y'all. I've been thinking more about everything in that last video I was saying with school. And I've been talking to a few people to see what my options are. I'm not going to stress over it, though. I got a little bit more time. In the meantime, I'll go ahead and find, my husband and I are going to find the girls a daycare to go to for the fall when school start back. Just in general, really. But mostly for when school start back. I am going to finish school. Just don't know how it's gonna look, but I'm gonna finish school. Get this aura in a man. I just be nursing has its ups and downs. I don't know if it's long-term care or what, but I just be so tired of this stuff. It'd be so stupid. Like they told me there's a patient here that was like, did you ever have to pick cotton and stuff like that? Like, why we gotta go through this crap? Like, who wants to go through that? Like, I'm already at work, don't want to be here. Got to deal with whatever drama here happening at work. Like, I don't want to be having to come up here and deal with you. Like, I don't. Where your family at? Like, that just be, it just be irritating. Because nobody wants to deal with that. It's like, dude, you know better. I ain't saying nothing about you being confused. No, you know better. But it is what it is. Perhaps that age group will, move forward in life. And the next, group of people we'll be taking care of won't be like that. So, but of course, get the same care. It is what it is. That's the thing when you a nurse of color. You just gotta take it as it is. Like, you just gotta chunk it up. So, love y'all, appreciate y'all. Thanks for watching. I know my energy is low. Like I told y'all, that coffee. And I need to drink some water. She's looking a bit, let's get some sunlight on her. I guess that's a little better. She needs to wake up. She's giving wake up face. Hey you all. So although I am no longer doing full-time raw vegan, I'm still implementing more raw foods into my diet. I still got my raw cashews, raw almonds. I'm eating a raw salad with raw tofu that I marinated last night. Olives, I'm sorry, I'm hungry, y'all. Y'all know I'm a nurse. Gotta eat what I can. Peppers, arugula, and some sun-dried tomatoes. Then I got this goddess dressing from Trader Joe's. I'm gonna go ahead and weigh I probably should have weighed myself before I did this, but I really wanted to sit down and eat before I got too close to lunch, and I gotta do AccuChecks and do dressings and skin assessments and all this extra stuff because I'm leaving here at 2:30, honey. I want to leave one time and get all my work done. So that's what we're eating. Oh, and plus I got a bunch of hemp seeds and nutritional yeast. I'm gonna get into this salad. I'm gonna bash this baby. And I'm sitting out on this little patio at work. So nice. I could have sat out in the sun, but honey, I'm gonna sit over here and relax. I love you all. Bye.
Yes. So when it was her daughter, Laura, she said that she be done.
Yeah. It's a reason. I be saying this all the time. It's a reason why I have not gone up to this place in so long. They know how to work you to the last gosh darn penny. Oh my goodness. So I have 47 patients. I did have a med tech. Even as a med tech, for a med tech to have to pass pills to 47 people, do y'all know how crazy that is? You gotta pass 8 o'clock meds and you gotta turn around and pass noon meds. Like, that's a lot of work to do for 47 people. So I had a med tech, so I'm grateful for that. Yeah, it was so much freaking work. Oh my goodness. And then the computer wants to act slow, and I'm trying to type stuff to the computer and it's not typing, or it's getting stuck, or it's like, you know, super delayed, and it's like, okay, I thought I typed it and it didn't show up, and then 2 seconds later, like, everything I typed show up. I'm like, oh my gosh. It was horrible. And my freaking tattoo is peeling, so it's itching like crazy. So, oh yeah, it is itching. So I end up once again being there at 6 in the morning, and then I didn't get off until 4 o'clock. Supposed to get off at 2:30. So I worked for 10 hours. I wasn't trying to do that, but I mean, I'm gonna get my money. But dang, y'all. So anyhow, that happened, and it was just like a lot going on. It was just so much. Then I had a fall. So I'm out here sitting on a little patio. Okay, I'm about to eat my lunch, which I told myself, girl, get your lunches. Like, don't let these jobs stop you from eating your lunch. You need to sit down, relax, give yourself whatever time you need to eat, to relax, because they try to play games, especially with agency. They try not to give you your 30 minutes because they're like, oh, you should have took a lunch. Okay, I will. You're right, I should have taken a lunch. We don't work in healthcare where that's almost frowned upon for you to actually go take a lunch. But it's okay, because I'm changing the culture for myself, and I am gonna take my lunch. And if I gotta stay over, that's cool. I don't want to, but if I gotta stay over, I'm gonna have to just stay over and finish the work. Y'all gonna pay me either way. So I'm not gonna be the one that's getting hurt, because I'm sitting over here like, where my 30 minutes at? Why y'all didn't pay me for my lunch? I didn't get a lunch. That's not my fault you didn't get a lunch. You're supposed to get a lunch. Okay, y'all gonna pay me them 30 minutes some other way. And I wasn't even sitting on the clock, y'all. I was so ready to go. Oh my gosh. But I'm ready to go. I literally had so much work to do at the end of the shift. So I'm out there, got my food together. I'm chilling. I didn't rolled up the umbrella, sitting back there, got my little shade, got my little show going, about to sit down and eat my big old raw vegan salad. Nurse, I'm sorry to have to interrupt you during your lunch, but such and such on the floor. I didn't even show no expression. I just got up, covered my food up, walked away. Going there, the resident, well, she didn't really fall though. She's clearly on the floor, so she fell. Okay, so she's on the floor, and oh my goodness, it was just a whole back and forth. People were saying, well, she should never left her here. I'm like, well, this your patient. You left her outside in the garden, and you saying that the CMT should have never, or the person who rolled her down there should never rolled her down here and left her in the hallway. What should she have done? You left the person outside in the garden. So anyhow, so we get her together, boom, get the patient in the bed. Okay, they cool, great. I'm like, I'm still going to take my lunch because I was trying to plan my lunch to do it before I had to do my AccuChecks. And I was like, dang, if I could just get my AccuChecks done. I said, but by the time I do that, it's gonna be lunchtime. I'm not trying to take my lunch while they eating their lunch. So let me just go ahead and take my lunch now, and I'll do my AccuChecks afterwards. So I finished my little lunch I had. And it still wasn't really, like, I still had to stop and do things and come back and stop, but I took my 30 minutes. Okay, that's that. So hold on, y'all, I'm trying to get up here. Come on now, come on. So I do that. Okay, great. Then that happens. I couldn't even chart on that person until at the end of the day. Then the person comes to get a report for me. I still got charting to do. Still got to chart this whole fall. She finds a stack of freaking labs on the dang on fax machine. I didn't even think to check the fax machine. Yeah, I was not, because the fax machine is like in a closet down the hall, like legit. So I wasn't even paying attention. She's like, oh, here go these labs that came. I'm like, oh hell. So, but it wasn't too bad. I talked to a nurse practitioner that was right there. I didn't have to wait for the doctor to call back. Got all the orders that I needed. Then somebody was impacted. I'm like, oh, we got to play with the lady. They impacted, so you know it's all up. And he like, look, just give her some prune juice. I ain't got nothing else to give her. Y'all got to deal with this on your own. What to do? Turn on her side, give her some prune juice. She'll be alright. But no, we ended up getting orders for that too. So it was just like throughout the day, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. Do I look tired? I feel tired. I felt like I need to rewatch that video that I made like maybe 2 years ago. Yeah, it was like over 3 years ago when I was like, I'm done with nursing. I'm gonna link it so y'all can watch it. And I didn't realize I ain't pregnant now, I know for sure. But I didn't realize that in that video I was pregnant with my 3-year-old. But I remember just venting and saying like how I was so tired of nursing. It was I gotta watch it because I have not watched it since then. But that's how I felt today. This whole thing with the V in school and like, am I going to continue school, or like what is it going to look like for me to get my RN, and how is it going to be when I graduate? Like really thinking about the fact that once I graduate, I'm more than likely not going to be making, if I go to a hospital, let me just say that, because I'm not going to just put out there I ain't going to make no money. I ain't making no money. No, if I go to a hospital, more than likely I won't be making what I'm making, you know, right now as an agency LP. And who's to know how long agency LPNs are going to be making the rates that we're making right now. So it could be significantly lower. We don't know. I don't really think so, but it could be. But anyhow, I just really be questioning, like, is this for me? Because I was just so tired. I was so freaking tired. I was tired of being nice. I was tired of being like, I just did not want to be there. I just felt like I was just going through the motions, like, oh, let me slap some cream on somebody. Oh, nice satin powder. Oh, gotta do this. Oh, put the tuba grips on. Like, oh my gosh, I was like over it. And I was just like, is this really? Now, I know in the hospitals, things are going to be different. Of course, right? That's what everybody tell you. It's different. But it's just like, is it really? Like, maybe for that first year, but after that, I don't know. It just made me think, like, is this what I want? And it's like, does healthcare itself align with what I really want to do? I don't freaking know. I feel like I'm going through a little mini crisis. Only because I really thought that I had it planned out for like the next, at least next 2 to 3 years. pretty much, even like the next 5 years, not too far in 5 years, but at least like the next solid 2 years I had it planned out. Keep doing agency nursing, keep working on my business, and then become an RN, graduate next May, go ahead and before the end of that year get my BSN, and work in a hospital for a year, and then see where life takes me from there. And it's just like, right now I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so draining. This field is so draining. But then of course I was like, Brandi, stay in a positive state, stay in a positive state, you can do this, you can do this. And then I went to one of my residents and gave the patient some pain medicine, right? She was like, oh, look at you, you're so cute. I had on my little pink jacket and I got pink pants on. She was like, you're so cute, and look at your hair, and look. She said, did you lose weight? Oh my goodness. I was like, girl, go somewhere. And we was talking. I was like, my birthday is tomorrow. And she's like, oh my gosh, happy birthday. And she was just shooting the breeze, honey, telling me about her daughter, how her daughter is driving down to Florida. And I was like, oh yeah. She's like, but she's gonna be driving back by herself, and I'm so worried. I said, oh, she's gonna have a safe trip. They're gonna have fun. They're having a good time. They're gonna be safe. And we was just talking. She was like, well, thank you so much. I was like, it's nice talking to you. Like, me too. So I was like, okay, you know, I'm here for that, but oh, the rest of it, I'm not here for the rest of it, y'all. I know y'all can tell, at least in this video. And I don't want to be like that. I just, like my husband was like, I just want to make sure you're cool. I'm like, I don't want to work anymore. He's like, I know, baby, it's okay. I'm like, I don't want to do this anymore. But it's not that I don't want to work. I just want to feel like it's not work. I want it to feel like, man, this is amazing. I love what I'm doing. This is so cool. Like, I really love what I'm doing. I really feel fulfilled. I really feel like I'm doing something other than just checking something off a box. And I don't know. I do know. And this is how I felt in the beginning of nursing. And everybody's like, just stick with it. Just stick with it. Give it a year. And then you can do this. And maybe it's just nursing homes. And I felt this way so many times. But like, y'all like actually motivated me to keep going. So like having my YouTube channel really, really motivated me. And I've kind of, I don't want to say I've lost like the drive to do my YouTube channel, at least the nursing one, but I just don't necessarily feel the connection. I think because I feel like, okay, my channel should have grown by now. Like, so many people know me, like when I leave and I go to different places, people are like, oh, you got a YouTube channel, don't you? Or people always inboxing me and telling me, oh, you know, you've been like, I really appreciate what you do. And I'm like, dang, I'm making an impact, but I don't see the numbers. And it's just like, girl, that's not what matters. And it's just like, but it kind of do matter. And I think I kind of let that get to me. But I after a while, I was like, okay, whatever, it is what it is. I'm just going to do this channel. I'm going to put out here whatever I put out here. And people that like it going to like it. If not, I mean, it is what it is. So I stopped putting so much weight into the channel and building it up to be a certain way or to get certain numbers. I was just like, I'm going to make content. People watch it, great. But I just know, I know for sure that I have a plethora of freaking content. And it's just like, maybe I have to just redo old videos, which is crazy. But that's what you be having to do. You got to literally just sit there and redo all your old videos, add a little extra spice to it. And people going to watch it like as if it's brand new. But it's the same content. So, I guess I got to play the game, which is something I'm not always fond of. But it is what it is, honey. Can I get over? Can I get over? Thank you. And now you want to get over. Okay, Nissan Rogue or Toyota Rogue. What kind of Nissan Rogue? Okay, anyways. Ooh, piece of plastic flying. That's it, y'all. I want to go get something to eat. But I'm like, what do I have at the house that I can cook? Because I'm not trying to just be eating food, like fast food. Not at all. I wanted to go get some Thai food. I don't know, y'all. I don't know, y'all. But But yeah, I was at this job for 9.5 hours. Once they're gonna have to pay me for 9.5 hours. I worked for 10 hours though. And it's okay. I just want to make sure. At the end of the day though, I do feel like, you know, I do make some type of impact on people. It's just sometimes you just be so drained. And you be like, is this it? Like this, like I don't want to do this. This can't be it, bruh. But perhaps it's just long-term care. Plus, I went to a place that I used to actually work. I didn't work at that actual location, but I worked for that company. And that company, like I said, have 47 patients. Yeah, if you think about 47 patients, 47 patients, I had 2 people that required tube feedings. I had a few, I didn't have too many wounds, but I had like 3 wounds, I think. 4 falls, plus the fall that happened while I was there. And then family members are back in the facilities. Family members are calling. And I didn't have too many AccuChecks. I only had like 5, which I've been in places where you have like legit 14 AccuChecks. So I know how that rolls. And I'm like, they need to actually have 2 nurses over here. 1 nurse to 47 patients. So that's just the stuff that I had to do for sure. But on top of that, you put nystatin powder and eucerin cream and TMC and all of this extra stuff and flushing Foleys, and you got to get Foley outputs and all that. You still have to do stuff for, and look at all of these patients, like 47 people in the span of 8 hours. Well, 7.5 hours really, because you're supposed to take a break. And if you actually take your 215s, that's a whole hour. So really 7 hours, and then chart on all these people. Then the computer is running slow, or it's not even working at all, or it's not charged up. So it's just like, and I know I'm like complaining, but I'm honestly just trying to paint the picture for y'all. And I was just like, what the hell? I don't know, y'all. I just want to be in a position where it's just like, well, you know, that's how nursing is. Like, I don't care to do that. I don't want to be in a position where I feel like, well, that's just what it is. I got to deal with it. No, I want to feel happy when I go to work. And it's just so crazy. It's just like, really, when people tell you like no amount of money is really like worth your happiness or your feeling fulfilled, that's so true. I'm not saying I'm like raking in the bucks right now, but I'm making more than I've ever made as a nurse or in general. And I'm still like, because once you get a certain amount, you just feel like, okay, you know, well, I'm making more per hour, I should say, because I don't work that many hours to be like I'm making the most I've ever made like in a lifetime, right, per year. But per hour, I'm making the more, and it's still like, and then with the RN, it's gonna go down. At least initially, and it's just like, God dang, is that what I want to do? But I'm gonna leave it up to higher powers that be, and I'm gonna keep the course. I'm gonna keep myself open. I'm gonna stay positive. I'm gonna stay motivated, and I'm gonna just be. It's cancer season. We ain't gotta be doing too much. We can chill out. So I'm just gonna chill and let things be. Let things unfold. I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm not gonna try to overplan my life. I already laid down the foundation for a lot of parts of my life, and I'm just gonna sit back and watch it all unfold. I love you all. I appreciate you all. Thanks for watching. Your girl is hangry. Okay. Oh my goodness, that building. I'm about to get me some curry, some yellow curry with tofu, and some spring rolls with tofu. Oh, I stopped the raw vegan diet. I did it for 30 days. I'm gonna talk about more on my channel why I decided to stop it. But I'm proud of myself for doing it for 30 days, and I'm grateful. I learned a lot during that 30 days. All right, y'all. I am tired of holding this phone as I attempt to drive safely. All right, y'all.